Good evening again, once again, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the Telkom Netball Championships 2025 at Hoërskool DF Malan in the city of Cape Town. A big welcome as well to our honored guests. You may have your seats, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you very much. Ladies and gentlemen, it would be wrong or inappropriate for us not to acknowledge the country that we are in, not to acknowledge the people that are among us, and we take pride in the countries that we are from. With that being said, I would like to ask each and everyone to please rise for the national anthem of both South Africa and Namibia. May everyone please be standing in a respectful manner. May all hats please be taken off, and may your hands or your arms be on your sides. We will start off with the national anthem from Namibia, which is going to be a rendition from the Namibian choir, and the players as well as managers and officials from Namibia are welcome to sing along.
South Africa, voor die kranse antwoord hier. Sounds the call to come together and united we shall stand. Let us live and strive for freedom in South Africa, our land.
Thank you so much. What is the Telkom Netball Championships? I would like to see it as the grassroots of what we see in netball in South Africa today and for the future. This is where players showcase their skills and sometimes their talent, and this is also where they also get to develop whatever it is that they have learned on the court. I think this is where we see the best of the best among the best. So if anybody had a doubt, this week you're going to see that you actually belong where you are sitting and you actually belong in playing for the team that you're playing for today. It is for nurturing of young people or young players in order for them to have a drive and a discipline for the sport of netball. Ladies and gentlemen, esteemed guest, with that being said, Libitso laka ke Kgatliso Pharwe, and I will be your program director this evening. Without any further ado, please help me in welcoming our esteemed guests, starting with Dr. Lyndon Bower, which is the Western Cape Chief Director of Sports and Recreation, Mr. Alan Meyer, the Deputy Director General of the Western Cape Education Department, Head of Sponsorship from Telkom, Mr. Bram Wessels, the Chairperson of the Portfolio Committee of Sports, Arts and Culture, Mr. Joe Mkulwa, as well as your spouse, sir, Memudieri Komani, the CEO of Netball South Africa, and Ms. Blanche Leguer, the former CEO of Netball South Africa. I'd also like to welcome Memami Diale, currently the acting president of Netball South Africa. Miss Dooy Woolley, South African Schools Netball president. Dr. Nadine Sherman, the Western Cape Netball Federation chairperson. The chairperson of Cape Town Netball Federation, Hannelie van der Merwe. The deputy chairperson of Western Cape Schools Netball, which is Ms. Tertia Poole. The councillor for Ward 2 in the city of Cape Town, Roger Cannon. Former Western Cape Netball Federation chairperson, Benny Snyman. And our head coach, as well as assistant coach for the Spa Proteas coach, Jenny van Dyke and Aus Zanelem Dodana. Coach of the Spa Baby Proteas, as well as her assistant, Me Precious Mtembu, as well as Aus Pumza Maweni. Welcome to our partners from Gilbert, the Limpopo Department of Sports and Arts and Culture, as well as other government officials, the Telkom Netball Championships, LOC, as well as volunteers, players, umpires, selectors, graders, transformation and teams management, parents, spectators, welcome. I would like to call on to stage for the welcome address, the Western Cape Education Department Deputy Director General, Mr. Alan Meyer.
Good afternoon, everybody. And firstly, a very warm welcome to Cape Town. That's like a strange one. Eh? It's warm, but it's actually cold here. We turned it up by half a degree Celsius today. Tomorrow we promise to do it by another half a degree, but by Thursday we're dropping it back down again. Okay? If province wins, we'll turn it up all the way on Saturday as well. So I think it's going to be a hot day on Saturday. Ladies, girls, young students that are here, when they introduced the coaches, there was like a very, hello, welcome, the coaches actually said, I heard them there from where I was sitting there, they were trying to see who's clapping and shouting very loudly, because those are the people they're interested in watching to potentially get into the Springbok team. So let me introduce those two again, and then a little bit more enthusiastically greet, because they're checking to see who's really welcoming them. So the Spa Proteas coach and her assistant, Jenny van Dijk. Okay, that was a lot better. I think they've seen who you are, and I'm sure we'll be walking around while you are playing and making some keynotes on your play and your performance on the field. Ladies and gentlemen, it is really a great pleasure to welcome you to Cape Town in particular, and also the Western Cape, where we try very hard to do the right thing all the time. And we are very pleased that you all have come to our city, not only to come and play netball, but to come and meet others from other parts of the country and build friendships that should last a lifetime, and be able to, when you all get together at some point in the Springbok team, either as a player or as a coach or as an administrator, that you will remember this time that you shared together here at DF Malan in the Western Cape. We are extremely proud of our teams that have come from very far to be here, that have given up their school holidays to be here and to come and participate. We see in social media there's a new tendency that people talk about a meet and greet. You've seen it on TikTok, where they meet at malls and they take over the mall and cause a lot of chaos. Let us have the meet and greet here on the sports field. Let us do it on a sports field and settle the conflict on a sports field. Let's take the time to build positivity within our country, that we show the kind of discipline that we want to see within our country. If we do the right thing, if we continuously do the right thing, others will see what we do and they will replicate it wherever they find themselves. So I want to encourage all of you here, let's have a fantastic meet and greet over the next few days. Let's buzz on TikTok for the right reasons, to celebrate the great achievement of the players that are here, the great achievements of the teams that will do a wonderful performance here and really outshine, some of the other teams by their togetherness as a team, their team spirit, the way they conduct themselves, and let that be the stuff that we put on TikTok and acknowledge. I want to thank Telkom in particular for their engagement with Netball South Africa. I had the privilege to go and watch some of the Netball World Cup. I think it was last year. It was amazing. I never knew the game was that fast until you see those people on that stage playing a game. And then I had the privilege of meeting the captain and the vice captain of the All Blacks, the New Zealand team, at Starbucks there in Cape Town. And I got up and I stood up to greet them, and they got up to stand. I was shorter than them. Those ladies are very tall. I don't know what they're eating. Maybe it's spring millies or something like that. But they were very tall, much taller than what I was. But it just showed, the kind of athleticism that has come into the sport, which is really fantastic for us to see. As a Western Province, Western Cape Education Department, sport is a mechanism for us to change our society and our communities. It brings people together all the time. I see it and I'm very proud of it, that we've been promoting netball, soccer, rugby, and athletics. And you'd have noticed that our teams are doing much better at national, because we now really have been putting a lot of effort in driving sport within our schools. A child in sport is a child out of court. Remember that. And so as long as you can stay in sport, stay there, create a different dynamic within the community in which you find yourself. Take your talk bag on a Saturday morning, walk to the field, go and practice there. Others are going to say, you're boring, you don't have a life, you're just there on the field all the time. Participate in your sport. Get there to be the top player in your district, within your school, within your club, and represent South Africa with pride. once again, a very warm welcome. And I sincerely hope you enjoy the hospitality of Cape Town. We're very good at it. And if we are not, please complain to Gillian Oakes. She's been the official that's been designated to take all bad comments. But for anything else, if you have any needs of support, please speak to the LOC. They've done an amazing job at arranging this particular tournament. So to the LOC as well, a great thank you, and I look forward to an exciting tournament. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Mr. Mayor. And I think that each and every speaker here today, players, officials, managers, coaches, and esteemed guests, they have something to say to us that we can actually take back home to our provinces, to our teams, to our clubs, that can actually make us better netball stakeholders. But there is no way that we can carry on without acknowledging all of the other people that are here. Yes, we saw that there are esteemed guests. There are people from Netball South Africa. There's people from Western Cape Government. There's even people from Parliament. However, the people that actually make the game going, those fast players, without anybody being more important than the others, it's just alphabetical order. Please indicate if you are here. Eastern Cape, are you here? Eastern Cape, Nikona. Free State, are you guys here? Gauteng, Litengna. KZN, P. Limpopo, Lukai. Mpumalanga, Realocha. Bokone, Buphiri, Maleukai, Northwest. Hi, that's my home province. I feel very sad. Bokone, Buphiri, Northwest, Leukai. Northern Cape, are you guys here? And our guests that came through here with a passport, Namibia, are you guys here? Last but not least, the hosts with the most, Western Cape as Yalair. Telkom Netball Championships, are you guys here? Beautiful, beautiful. But there's also the people that also take score, the people that help us keep discipline in our sport. Are all our technical officials also here? Umpires, are you here? Coaches, are you here? Coaches, are you here? Parents and spectators, are you guys also here? Thank you very much. The South African Schools Netball is the mother body of all netball at schools levels, both primary as well as high school. And its main objective is to develop netball at school level. And it also ensures that what is played on the court is aligned with the guidelines of South African Netball or Netball South Africa, and in turn with World Netball. With that being said, can we please give a warm round of applause for the President or the Chairperson of South African Schools Netball, Miss Dooy.
Honoured guests, all protocol observed, but the most honoured guests are you people that are sitting in front of me. Are you all here? Not really. Let's try again. Are you all here? That's what I want to hear. You know, in athletics, you are one person and you've got to face the finish line or the distance jumped or the height reached or the distance that you do in your various events. And it's just you and what happens. Then you come to a game like netball and you realize that you cannot do it alone. You're here as a team. And whether you are playing goal shooter, who's the one that actually scores the goals, or whether you are in a defense position, each one of you is just as important as the other. And don't let anybody ever tell you that you're not important. Because I do believe we've all been created with a purpose. We've been created to be somebody. And every one of us must rise to be that somebody. Nobody can look down on you and tell you that you're not good enough. Nobody in the team can tell you how bad you were, because I said it's a team sport. We're all in this together. And there's a little quote that says, you rise when you lift others up. And that's what it's all about. It's about lifting one another up. Sometimes the centers maybe just feeling a little down and things just don't work out. Or maybe it's the wing defense. Maybe it's the coach. But together, you lift one another up and you pick up your game. The winning is great. I know I'm a very bad loser. The winning is great. But I want to say to you that it's the participation that is far more important. It's the working together, the building of friendships that last. And yes, you're just here for a few days, but you'll be amazed as to how many friends you make. That when you see one another again in a different situation, you say, I remember that day in Cape Town. I remember that day at Bellville. You need to be aware of every moment that God has given us to enjoy. Live it, believe it, and claim it as your own. And when you begin to do that, you will grow, your game will grow, and netball will be the winner at the end of the day. I thank you.
Thank you so much, Ms. Woolley. So without their help, I think very little of this championships would be possible. So it is rather appropriate for us to please give a moment, or we just give a 5 minutes. Yes, 5 minutes for Mr. Bram Wessels from Telkom as part of our sponsors for the. As part of our sponsors, please. A round of applause, ladies and gentlemen.
Good evening. Firstly, I'm not going to speak for 5 minutes, I promise you that, because I know it's cold here, and the previous time we were here, it was a very long opening ceremony, so we're going to keep it short. Just on behalf of Telkom, I just want to firstly welcome everyone here, because without you, the players, the parents, the officials, everyone who makes this great sport possible, we've got nothing to sponsor. So why this competition? The previous time was about, it was two months before the Netball World Cup in Cape Town. And we promised or gave every player here, we were boasting about stand tall, because you can and you should. We're taking it to a next level where we really believe make possibilities happen. And the Telkom Netball Champs is for us that platform where, and I'm not saying it because all the important people are sitting behind me, gives you that platform where you can really expose yourself to the next level. Is it in sport? Is it in a career, making great friends? And we just want to be there to give you that possibility and give you that opportunity. Because from here, We definitely want to see you at the TNL, which is happening next week. And then as per what stands at the back of your T-shirt, you know, from first pass to crown, you know, that's what we see, and that's why we sponsor events like this with the help of federations and the schools. So just on behalf of Telkom, enjoy this 5 days. What goes on tour stays on tour, and may the best team win. But for the teams who don't win, it's just a privilege to have you guys here, and you all will get there in some form, not necessarily in sport, but we would like to follow you guys right through to the end. Thank you.
Earlier I mentioned the South African Schools Netball as the mother body of netball at schools. Now the mother body of mother bodies is coming now. I'm talking about Netball South Africa. Currently, Mema Mediale is the acting president of Netball South Africa, and she is here to also offer a message of support. So, May, if you can please join us on stage for your message of support. A warm round of applause, please. A warm round of applause for Mema Mediale.
Netball, halala. Good evening. You know, as I was sitting watching all the players, I saw that there's a need. I'm going to give you a challenge. We are going to create a netball dance. You saw what happened to us now? You made us stand and we couldn't move. That dance, we're going to do it a challenge on our social media platform. It's going to be a uniform dance for those who will be the winners, right? Let's agree. Then we know that those steps are for netballers only. Then everybody will be equal when it comes to dancing. Parents were sitting down. It was only you guys. We want to move like you. So let's agree. We will launch that competition. Players, parents, supporters, officials, let me stand on protocol and observe the officials that has come to support netball. Dr. Lyndon Bower from Department of Sports and Recreation, Mr. Alan Meyer, we appreciate the support from Department of Education, Ntate Bram Vessels. You know, we need to say that Telkom for netball and netball for Telkom. We do appreciate that. Ntate Joe McLuva, that's the chairperson of the Sports Portfolio Committee. You know what we are talking about. Me Mudiaku Komani, who is our CEO, the former CEO, Me Blanche Delagay. We have our netball executive members that are present here. Me Anneli, Lucas, Me Claudine Klassen, Me Ivy, Kumalo, and we've got Charlotte Skuman. They're also part of the members that are here, and we've got Medai Huli and her executive members. We have our former executive member, we call her Tani Beni Simon. We also have the coaches. I'm sure you saw the national coaches, Mejeni Van Dijk and Zanele. But members, I just want to say, and players, that let us support the under-21 that is going to Gibraltar for the World Youth Championship. We have the coaches present here. Can I ask them to stand up? Precious Mtembu and her assistant, Me Pumza Maweni. Can we please support them when we play in Gibraltar in September? Let's go on TV and watch them. Those who can, especially parents, you know, to go and support. I think in future we should look into that, to have that support, a formal support group that goes with our national team wherever they go. So we appreciate your support when you are here, but let's extend it to go overseas as well. All our sponsors, especially Telkom, we also appreciate them. We appreciate all officials that I did not mention, the players who are the celebrities of netball. You know you are important. Without you, there's no netball. So we do acknowledge you. Umpires, selectors, graders, technical officials, coaches, team managers, we acknowledge you. I just want to say to the players, just a small message to say that thank you for always choosing netball. You are the champions. For the mere fact that you are here, that means you've played it until you got it right. That's why we are calling you champions. You know, success is not an accident, it is through hard work. And we acknowledge the fact that you are putting effort into playing netball. That is why we always say that netball is for all of us who are choosing it. So always when you get on court, just set clear goals for yourself and be consistent on that. While you are doing it, play netball with love and passion and celebrate small victories like interception and all that, because sometimes we know that netball is a competitive sport. It's a win and it's a lose. By the time you lost, you know that you've already celebrated what you have done on court. Be able to take instructions from your coaches as well. And we love the fact that you have chosen netball. And always know that you matter. You are the light of the world. You are simply the best. And remember that you are the love of your life. Choose yourself, choose netball, that's what matters. Support netball always. If you are on off court, while you are watching other players playing, support them so that you can be supported. Do it with passion. That's one thing that we are asking for you as players, to support one another off court and on court. So we always say that let us all move together for one thing, which is netball. Netball is for all of us, and all of us, we belong to netball. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much, Diale. What a profound and such true speech, because yeah, netball is a game that you play with love and with pride along with your teammates. Now, the TNC is such a prestigious event that we even have parliament here. So if you, wherever you are that you're sitting, you did not believe the magnitude and the strength of this event and your role in this event, now you know. Please put your hands together for the chairperson of the Portfolio Committee on Sports, Arts and Culture, the Honorable Joe McClure.
Program Director, I have soon learned today that if you are the Director of Selections of Netball South Africa and your name is Ivy Kumalo and you are instrumental in selecting players and you are introduced, it is the players that scream the loudest. Now that is what we as politicians call the politics in sports. Honorable guest, the President of Netball South Africa, the CEO, Mayor Komanu, the representatives of the Department of Education, Western Cape, the representatives of the Sports, Arts and Culture of Western Cape, honorable guests, esteemed athletes, coaches, officials and fellow sports enthusiasts. I am honored today to stand as the chairperson of the Portfolio Committee on Sports, Arts and Culture, and it is a privilege to witness the culmination of hard work, dedication, and passion that has brought us to this moment. As we gathered here today, we celebrate the power of sport that unite, that inspire, and that transform. Today, we gather to celebrate the passion and the dedication and also the excellence of young athletes. I would like to commend the organizers here today of this event for their exceptional work in addressing the inequalities in sport, fostering social cohesion, and promoting a healthy lifestyle through netball. This sport teaches us valuable skills. It teaches us teamwork, it teaches us discipline, and it also teaches us resilience. As a society, we must continue to invest in sport infrastructure. We must support our athletes in front of us here today and promote our culture of excellence. We recognize the efforts of the athletes, and today I'm here to say on behalf of Parliament, we recognize the efforts of all coaches, the officials who have worked hard to put this event together. May the words of Dai Huli, the chairperson of the South African Schools Netball, resonate with all of us, and I quote, "All our dreams come true if we have the courage and pursue them," unquote. The growth of this tournament, President Dihali, is truly impressive and commendable, reflecting the dedication and passion of our young athletes, coaches, and organizers. As we move forward, let us prioritize sports development, provide opportunities for our youth, and celebrate our diversity as we are doing here today. Let us work to create a society where everyone has access to sport and cultural activities regardless of our backgrounds. To our athletes, may your passion and your skills and your determination shine through every competition. May you inspire us with your excellence, and may you make us proud. To our coaches and officials, I would like to say thank you for your guidance and expertise and tireless efforts towards this event. I would like to express my gratitude to Telkom. For quite a while, we as Netball South Africa has gone through some little bit of a turbulence, but Telkom has stood fast to say that we will support this event. I would like to say thank you, Telkom, for your unwavering support. I would like to thank the Hoërskool, DF Malan, and Laerskool Totius for hosting us here today for this past week, and South African Schools Netball for their contribution in their tireless efforts. To Netball South Africa, the NEC that is present here today, thank you for your leadership. Thank you for your perseverance. Thank you for your dedication. In closing, I wish all the athletes very best in their competition. May the spirit of sportsmanship guide each and everyone on that field here today. And may you emerge from this event with unforgettable memories and renewed sense of purpose. Let's cheer our teams on as they showcase their passion and their love and their dedication for the sport. Remember, every goal is an opportunity to shine, and every defeat is an opportunity to stand up and rise again. Let's get ready to rumble. May the best teams win, and may sportsmanship and excellence Excellence guide us all. Enjoy the tournament and let the games begin. I thank you.
Thank you so much, Honorable Maklua. With the sport of netball, we can never ever forget who makes it possible. Honorable Maklua mentioned that we need to make sure that every goal, we use it to shine. And I think every defeat in order for us to come back much better than the previous game. We do not forget to thank the Department of Sports, Arts and Culture who make it very possible for the promotion of sport in South Africa and ultimately to our beloved game of netball. We thank all departments in all 9 provinces of South Africa, as well as the officials that are present here today. And like I said, the people with the money make it happen, and we are very thankful because we are here today because of this game that we love so much and that we play with passion as well as with dedication. Dr. Lyndon Bower was a board member of the Netball World Cup, which was hosted by South Africa in Cape Town in 2023, and he is currently the Western Cape Chief Director of Sports and Recreation. Can we please give a warm round of applause for Dr. Lyndon Bower, who's going to be delivering our keynote address.
Thank you, Ms. Program Director, to the Acting President, Ms. Mami Diali, and all protocol observed. Good evening, athletes, parents, supporters, coaches, all of you that have traveled very far to come here this afternoon. As my colleague Mr. Alan Meyer has indicated, he has brought the degrees down a bit and it's getting a bit cold, and I'm the last speaker, so allow me the next 3 to 5 minutes to say a few words. These last few years has been exceptional for netball, in particular in the Western Cape, because it has become one of the top 5 codes in the Western Cape. When we look at our statistics, we see that netball is played in every district and in every school community that is around the Western Cape. Within the Department of Cultural Affairs and Sport, we have more than 25 clubs in our club development program, and we have also, in the last 3 years, erected or constructed or upgraded 57 netball courts around the Western Cape. We are particularly proud of this because it will mean that there's access for all communities to participate in netball competitions, whether you are in Bito, Beaufort West, Bitterfontein, or right here in Bellville. Netball for us is an important code because not only does it allow our young girls to participate, but also for us to teach the values, as Mr. Joe Magluba has indicated, about teamwork as well. I've watched a lot of netball over this last few years because I've been part of the Netball World Cup and what it has meant. And when I saw the excitement in the streets of Cape Town when we had the Netball World Cup, which was 28 July until 6 August, right here in Cape Town, the excitement could be felt. If you were in Cape Town at that stage, you will remember some of the great teams, whether it be the winners Australia, whether it was England, New Zealand, or even Jamaica that we struggled to beat when we played against them. But we had some great competitors. South Africa showed their worth, and we participated every time we went onto the court. And I want to tell all the athletes today, this event is part of the National Sport and Recreation Plan. The National Sport and Recreation Plan says that you are part of the journey or the pipeline to success. That success starts here, right here, DF Malan. You play for your team, you do your best, whatever position you are in, because the selectors are here, the coaches are here, and the National Sport and Recreation Plan says that it is a coach-driven, athlete-centered National Sport and Recreation Plan. So you as the athlete are the core of what we need to do. Each one of you have come through trials in your various areas, in your various districts, which means that you are the very best that your province or your country as Namibia has produced. You have the opportunity to shine because you not only represent yourself, you represent your family, you represent your community, you represent your school, your district, and your entire province from whence you come. That's very important because it means that the ethos of your family and the districts from where you hail, that will be reflected here at DF Malan High School over the next few days. We are looking forward to some great netball because we know that each one of us in South Africa love our sport, but we also know that you can exhibit any number of technical skills that we have seen. I'm looking forward to the next few days to come and watch with my colleagues from work, with my family, so that I can see the value and the talent that we have. And I want to just say my last words: be humble in victory and gracious in defeat. As the previous speakers have said, many of your teammates in other teams, whether you meet them at university, whether you meet them in the professional leagues one day, will be fellow competitors sitting here with you today. This is the opportunity for you to shine. Whether you win or lose, the important thing is your participation and your sportsmanship must come first. On behalf of the Western Cape Provincial Government, I welcome all of you to the Western Cape and do enjoy Cape Town. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much, Dr. Bower. And Dr. Bower spoke about ethos, and it's very apt because the next part of our program is where we do the oaths, and these are the oaths that help us become disciplined. These are the oaths, these are the words that we remember when we are on court as a player, as a coach, as well as an official. I'd like to call the players' representative, Veronica Kasongo, to please do the netball players' oath, please.
I'd like all players to please stand and repeat after me as we say the players' oath. In the name of all competitors, I will honor, respect and abide by the rules of the netball game, competing with the spirit of sportsmanship and fair play. Thank you.
Ms. Megan Oosthuizen to do the oath for the coaches, please.
Okay. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and all players. I'd please like to ask all the coaches to please stand. You don't have to repeat after me, but I will be saying the coach's oath. In the name of all coaches and in the spirit of sportsmanship, I promise that we will act professionally, respect others, and ensure a positive environment for all. I promise to provide quality sports and training opportunities in a safe environment for all athletes. Thank you.
Thank you, Megan. And lastly, the officials representative, Mandy Lottering, please.
Good evening. Can I ask all umpires to stand? In the name of all officials, I will officiate with impartiality, honoring the rules which govern this competition and the spirit of fair play that inspires the game.
Thank you so much. Ladies and gentlemen, players, officials, managers, coaches, esteemed guests, we have unfortunately reached the end of our program. Unfortunately, just a few announcements. We will have our ushers that are going to usher our esteemed guests back to the VIP room. While they are being ushered upstairs, I would like to ask all players as well as officials to please remain seated. And then once all guests have been ushered to the VIP room, may all team managers please make their way to the marquee behind me. The marquee is in front of you, but it's behind me. And this is where you're going to be collecting your supper. Can all managers please make their way to the marquee and collect all the meals in order for us not to have wastage. And then next, may players, once everyone has been ushered, players will be accompanied by officials back to their rooms where they're supposed to go to. And may we please ask that you please leave the spot that you are sitting in as spotless as you found it. May you please make use of the bins that are around the facilities. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for being such an awesome crowd. My name is Khahliso Parwe. I have been your program director. May everybody please have a warm, beautiful evening further.